She's in the middle of it. She's tearing. She's tearing. She's tearing. She's taking a break. Now she's tearing some more.
What the heck?
What the heck?
No, that's a good. She's still getting the bubble wrap off. She thinks she's getting a big box of cigars.
Oh my gosh, that's me!
Oh, how cute is that?
That's me!
Oh,
That's a
that is
picture of
so
me!
nice.
That's the one that looks like Ella.
Oh, look! Oh, it's Ella's dress!
How cute is
And Ella's
that?
panties from when her first visit out here was. Oh, and look at this little birdie! Oh, I love this little chicken!
We got that little birdie. It was April at a thrift store in Philadelphia.
You're kidding! I love it!
We saw it and it made us think of you.
You know what? And it's not going to be it's not going to be just at Christmas time. I'm having it out all the time.
Good.
Cute.
Oh, and one of her little sundresses.
That was the one from that video.
Yes. Oh, and happy thoughts. Inspiring lessons for a contented life.
Oh.
That's from Ella.
Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Oh, and some great pictures of me and her. And a love album.
That's from April and her family.
Oh my gosh! It's got all my puppies! It's got all the animals in the family! Oh, Brandy, this is great! Oh, look at Lily! Oh, thank you. And we got room for you guys' puppies in here. Oh my.
You put up one of Mia or your son.
Oh, and a pretty purple flower. My goodness. And then what's this? It says Colleen. What is this? Dear Colleen. Oh my goodness.
You got the tears flowing now.
Right.
What is it?
Oh my gosh.
You make me cry.
Oh my goodness. It says, Dear Colleen, you have always amazed me throughout the years. However, one of the most recent incidents was in Arivaca. You had just lost some weight and you were feeling very healthy. When you were heavier, you wouldn't even think about getting on a horse, but here you were feeling good and wanting to go riding. Now in our later years, I have been exposed to a lot of people who are afraid to ride, who have lost confidence in the ability to ride, and here you are ready to go. Now it has been 40 plus years since you've been on a horse and you were raring to go. The amazing Colleen. You saddled up, got on, hugged at it, and rode off like a pro. Refer to picture 1, 2, and 3.
How cute is that?
When I asked you how you did that, your reply was something like, I love animals, they know that, so there's nothing to fear. That got me to thinking about how it all started. We moved from Chicago when we got the ranch and we learned about loving animals. Refer to pictures 4 and 5.
That's cute.
Horses, dogs, cats, and rabbits were part of everyday life. We were the first generation of the Sullivans to acquire this love of animals. Boy, was I wrong. We come by it naturally from Mom Sullivans. Picture 6 is Aunt Alice and Larry on horseback and the second trip to Colorado. Picture 7 is Aunt Alice looking very confident and having the perfect seat on a paint horse. Number 8 is Uncle Rich on a Palomino looking very confident. Number 9 is Aunt Alice taken in 1937. Very risque for the time, with her beautiful dog. This must have been a favorite. The original picture was very small, but there was an enlargement that looks as though it had been in a frame for a very long time. I can just picture Uncle Joe having this picture on his desk for years, looking at his beautiful wife and her dog. So your love and understanding of animals comes from a strong family history. We both have no fear of horses, which is shared with Kathy and Larry, and we will always have dogs that were very special. You're amazing with animals in so many other ways. Love always, Jerry.
Isn't it right?
Oh my gosh.
That's not all, baby. Keep digging.
Okay.
She's going through the pictures right now.
Oh my gosh.
She's just using her shirt sleeve.
Oh my gosh.
She's using Ella's dress.
I knew the yellow dress. Really.
Ella, though.
Oh my gosh. And I have something else. I have something from
Oh.
Mom. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, Brandy.
You're probably read that later. Or
Yeah.
I don't know if I have enough time on the.
Okay. It's from April. And there's some pictures in here. With my orange hair.
I let April, April should have sent letters.
Yeah. Oh my God.
She's gonna wait to read the letter. She's.
I had orange hair. And it was a little heavier. Oh, I'm gonna read the letter in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, there's more letters.
That's why I said I was so proud of Brandy, and it was so
This is
thoughtful.
from Johnny Lopez.
How many is that?
Oh my gosh. Dear Colleen, back in April I had two very excited girls. They had been busy, buggy with energy for weeks. When the day of your arrival came, Brandy, in typical silly fashion, decided to take a stuffed doggy teddy bear to the airport to make believe it was Mia. Only your daughter would think of something like that, and only three actually, because Ella partook as well, could giggle and laugh the whole ride back home about tricking you with such a fake stuffed dog. Happiness, silliness, laughter continued for the rest of the week. From your trip with Brandy to New York City to our ride to the Amish country several days later. The time spent in Lancaster, this is all handwritten. The time spent in Lancaster County was truly special. I will never look at clotheslines the same way again. I still ask Brandy if she would like for me to pull over whenever we see a clothesline here. She'll initially roll her eyes at me, but always finishes with a big smile because it always brings her memories of the two of you running out of the car or leaving out the windows to snap pictures of Amish clothes drying on the line. Rolling dough into pretzels, hay rides, smorgasbords, camels that were donkeys. Awesome breakfast, dressing up in Amish, spying your first Amish buggy, an Amish schoolhouse. The sweet buggy ride was amazing company. Ella still talks about that buggy ride that she took with her Grammy, and she completely lights up thinking about it. All those memories were made extra special thanks to you. I am blessed to have such an amazing mother-in-law. Sending you lots of love.
Tell Johnny made her cry too.
Oh my goodness. And there's another letter.
Hello.
Hi, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Sorry about making you cry.
That's okay.
It's a good cry. You did well. It's a good cry.
And now I get to read Brandy's in a minute as well. Oh,
Okay.
Ella wrote.
Merry Christmas, Johnny.
Merry Christmas. Oh,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
dear Grammy, I love you so much.
Bye.
I love you to the moon and back. My favorite thing to remember about you is Lancaster County. I love the horse buggy ride that me and you rode on. I love the cat on your phone. Whenever I say something, the cat always copies me. It's a copycat. I love to get to your house. And do you remember when Lulu used to take my socks? I always screamed and yelled, "Give me my socks, Lulu, give me my socks." It seems to be funny to me now to think of. Love, Ella Lopez. Oh my gosh, and she dated it and everything. Oh, there's a picture of beautiful Ella with the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, how cute.
Oh, Brandy, my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's a letter from Brian.
That one, when I was reading it, it made me cry.
Oh my goodness. And there's one from Emily. And there's a recipe for muffins. Oh my gosh.
Lulu.
Got one from my friend
Hey, Lulu,
Sherry.
those are little bitty puppies.
You got one from Sherry? And Kathy?
Lulu.
Aunt Colleen.
I'm recording.
That's from Carrie.
Isn't that
And from Kaylee. And then pictures of Ella. Oh my God, Brittany, thank you
She
so
said
much.
there's more letters coming too.
Brittany.
Hopefully Jeff might get through one and just, give it to you.
Yeah, we have them. We've just failed to bring them.
For the, for the
Thank you so much. I don't even know what to say.
Will you read mine?
Yes.
Did an excellent job, Randy. Very proud of you.
Thank you. Do you have pictures of Ella?
Yes, I love them. Thank you. Okay, this one says, Dear Mom, you don't have to film all this. Dear Mom, I don't often take the time to tell you how much I truly love you. I mean, I tell you I love you all the time, but I want you to really know how special and important you really are to me. You're the first person I call when I'm feeling upset or really excited. The first I call when I'm sick or have some news, good or bad. I just find such comfort in you that will always be there for me no matter what. One of my most cherished memories was when we lived in St. Louis and we were getting ready to move to Salt Lake City. Dad was supposed to fly out to Utah to meet you to go house hunting. You were already there for a business trip, but he had to cancel because of work, and I got to go. It was right around my 17th birthday. I remember when I arrived at the airport, you had a stuffed animal in your hands waiting to give me. I always thought that was sweet. I remember you took me to Denny for my birthdays in Park City the next day. As we were leaving to the parking lot to the rental car, you slipped on the ice. Instead of helping you, I got to laughing so hard, as did you, and you ended up peeing in your pants. Laughing so hard because you couldn't get up. I'm sure people thought we were just a couple of crazy women. I love the joke we pulled on Jeff in St. Louis. The cat toy mouse under the sink prank. That was hysterical. And speaking of cats, I'll never forget me walking home with a friend in St. Louis and you and Jeff pulling up in the car with 2 kittens. You named my cat Noodles, and I loved her so much. I remember thinking that Dad was going to have a fit and being glad it wasn't over anything I did, LOL. I love that you took Jeff and I to Chicago when I was 16. I'll never forget the elevator ride down to the bottom of that tall building and how we all thought we were going to crash to the ground because it wasn't slowing down. Little did we know we were underground several floors. I wouldn't have been surprised if the whole city of Chicago heard us screaming. It was so scary. I love talking to you in strange accents we come up with. We have been doing that forever now. It makes me laugh. Now, doing it with Ella. I think you and I are more alike than anyone in the family, and I feel I have such a special bond with you that April, Andy, or Jeff doesn't have. I remember you used to always say to me that when I asked how you love us all, your kids differently. April's the smart one, Andy is the mellow one, Jeff is the artistic one, and you are the caring one. Each of you have special traits that I love. At the time, I wished I was the smart one or the artistic one, but now I'm so honored to have always been the caring one. I am honored because I got that trait from you. Caring is a great way to be, and I'm so glad I got that from you. Another thing I got from you is my silliness. You have never been afraid of what people might think about you. Always walked around proudly with orange, pink, or yellow hair. And I have never been afraid to put on a pair of cowboy boots and line dance in your driveway. I admire that so much of you. I love being silly. It makes life much more enjoyable. You and I can make watching paint dry fun. I remember when you were diagnosed with breast cancer, you came down to my room, woke me up, and told me. I was so sleepy and out of it, I don't think I reacted much. Maybe I didn't quite understand. I hope you never thought I didn't care. I just didn't know what to say or do at that moment. One night, months later, when you were in your bedroom, sitting on your bed with nothing on your head, I walked in and saw you. I had not seen you without a wig or scarf yet at that point, and I walked to my room and broke down in tears. You quickly covered your head and came into my room to talk to me. You kept apologizing because you felt so bad. After that talk, I was fine seeing you bald. I always thought you were the most beautiful bald person ever. I could go on forever. I have a lifetime of wonderful memories, 10 times with you. Every time I smell YouTube by Estee Lauder, I think of you. Every time I pass an estate sale, I think of you. When Johnny and I went to Ireland in 2002, I thought about you every day, at least 1,000 times a day. I always wish I had a lot of money because I want to take you traveling. I wish I could take you to all the places in the world that you always dreamed of. Maybe one day. You might think you're an ordinary, average person, but you are so extraordinary and inspirational and amazing. I am so lucky to have you for my mom. I love that you met and fell in love and married Dad. I love that you got to grow up in a very loving home with a family who loves me. I love that you and Dad never fought, or if you did, we never knew. We didn't. I love that you have such a special bond with my daughter. I love that I can call you and ask you how to boil eggs, and you never make fun of me or judge me for not knowing.
That I know of.
I love how you use laughter as the best medicine and beat cancer. I love that. I always felt I could talk to you about anything and still feel that way. I love that I am so much like you, and I hope to be as strong as you someday. I love how you can walk into a room and the room lights up. I love how you never let me get away with too much growing up, but you did let me have my freedom to do things I wanted to do. I love that I could wake you up at 2 in the morning because I thought I had a leech embedded in my skin, and you scratching it off to find it was tar from the road, and you weren't mad. I love that you showed me true love is possible. I love that you taught me to carry on after I make a mistake. I love that you and I can find such joy in spotting hanging clotheslines in Lancaster County. I love that you knew I wasn't perfect and never expected me to be. I remember when I used to tell you and Dad I was never moving out because honestly at that time I couldn't imagine living away from you. But here I am, 2,165 miles away, and I'm doing all right.
I Googled it.
You could. Well, if you had an iPad, you could have found out last night. There are plenty of times where I wish I never moved so far away, but I love that you provided me with the wings to fly and the confidence to know that everything would be okay. When I flew to Europe by myself for 11 days in 2000, you were the only one who knew I could do it, and you supported me 100%. I will never forget that. The trip was the best time of my life, and because you always taught me to have confidence in myself and faith in others. You are always there for me when I need a shoulder to cry on and an ear to listen. You are my best friend and my biggest inspiration, and I love you more than words could ever truly express. If I could go back and pick out a mom, I would still pick you. Unless Queen Elizabeth II or Oprah were choices, then you'd be out of luck. Thank you, sweetheart. You just don't know what this means to me.
I mean it, though. I really do.
I know you do. I know you do. That's what makes it more special.
Very thoughtful, Brandy. That is wonderful.
It's amazing. I just don't. I feel so honored, Brandy.
I didn't make you so upset, though.
No, I'm upset because
It's not a bad upset.
Okay.
There's a joy.
We're
Oh, beautiful pictures of Ella.
There's some for everybody in here.
okay.
I like it.
Signing off on the video.
Bye. Thank you, Brandy. I love you.